Hello and welcome back to my channel, Jordan Mind, Body, and Soul, where we learn to take care of ourselves, mind, body, and soul. And if you're new to this channel, then welcome. This channel is just about ways we take care of ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it is, so that we can lead our best lives. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, then welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get started. So today, I just want to take a second and just sit here with you. Just take a moment, breathe, relax. Whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you're experiencing, I want you to know that you are going to make it through. Okay? I want you to make this is just a test to the beautiful things that are going to happen for you in your life. So take a second, breathe, and release whatever energy that you do not need, because I need you to tap in and listen to this beautiful story that I'm going to tell you. So let's do that again. Let's take a breath in and out. And one more breath in and another breath out. Are you relaxed? Okay, listen to this. So today I'm going to tell you a story about how your timing is perfect. And it's a true story. It's my graduation story. I'm literally going to tell you what the beginning of my graduation day looked like, and how through it all, through that experience itself, and also just like aligning that story with other things in life, how your timing is always perfect. Like, it is divine timing. Okay, y'all know how much I love telling stories. So let me set it up for you, right? It's graduation morning. Wait, I gotta go back a little bit. So leading up to graduation, I was looking for someone to do my makeup. And I've been learning and I've been practicing to do my makeup myself, because for years, ladies, y'all know what I mean. For years, I have spent $100 plus to have my makeup done for a special day, for a birthday, for graduation, for a holiday, whatever it is. Whenever I wanted my makeup done, I would spend $100 plus just so they can do makeup for that day. And for years, I've always been like, you know what? I'm going to learn how to do my makeup, because it's going to save me so much more money. It's going to save me from having to spend, $200 for one face for, one event for a few hours, and then I'm wiping it off. And also, I'm so good at everything else. Like, I'll learn how to do my hair. I learned how to do like the SNS dip for my nails. I learned how to do all these different things. Why is makeup intimidating me? So I've been saying that that was something that I was going to learn how to do. So leading up to graduation, I didn't learn how to do it. I didn't buy the makeup to do it. I needed someone to do my makeup. I found someone to do my makeup. It was like a perfect time. I think it was 9 a.m. is the time that the appointment was set. And then, yes, the appointment was set at 9 a.m. and I was supposed to be at the auditorium where I was graduating at 1 o'clock. So I'm like, this is perfect. It gives me enough time to get my makeup done. And then afterwards, like, if I want to do something real quick, I can do that. And then I can go to the stadium without having to rush. Cool. They canceled on me, right? So as a backup, I kept an appointment with Mac at Dillard's. And so it's really like free. You just buy like makeup or eyelashes, like whatever it is you want to add on. So I'm like, this is perfect because I'll spend less money. The only problem was that the appointment was for 11. And I'm like, okay, 11 o'clock. If it takes an hour to do my makeup, then that takes me to 12 o'clock, meaning I only have an hour to get dressed, get ready, and be across town. So I was like, that's cutting it close. I'm going to keep looking for places, but I'm going to have that booked as a backup. And if I find something else where I can have 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. appointment, then I'm going to prefer that instead, right? And then I'll cancel the backup plan appointment. Time goes on, right? We get closer to graduation, and it ends up being that I have to stick with the MAC appointment. So day of graduation, I'm like, okay, well, this is all I have. So I'm like, I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to do everything else that I need to do before I go, so that literally when I'm done, all I have to do is come back. We have to pick up my mom and my kids, and then we'll go. We show up, right? This is day of. So listen, stick to the story and remember that the whole lieu of it is perfect timing. So once we get there, The appointment was set for no, the appointment was actually 11:30 because I was like, oh, this is really cutting it close. But the appointment's for 11:30. I show up around 11:15 with the mindset of if I show up a little bit early, if she's not working on someone else, then she can, start mine. So of course I show up and she's working on somebody else. So I'm like 11:15, okay, that's cutting it close. And when I show up, she's like, she kind of ran down on me. Like, she was like, by the way, we can only do one. You can only get your eyes done, get your foundation done, or get your lips done. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, well, when I called in to see how this worked, that wasn't explained to me. Like, I was under the impression I was going to have, like, a full makeup application. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll choose eyes because, eyes is what pops most. And I'm like, then I'll just put some lip gloss on and call it a day. 11:30 approaches, and I'm looking at my watch, and I'm looking at Terry, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be in that chair right now. She's like, hey, I'm running a little bit behind, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, okay. Good Lord. Okay, cool. And I'm trying to breathe, and I'm trying to relax, and I'm trying to remember that no matter what happens, I'm going to be walking across that stage. Like, I'm putting that in my mind. I'm like, no matter what happens, I will be walking across that stage. 12 o'clock comes, wasn't in the chair yet. And I'm like, okay, and I'm not too pushy, but at this point, I know, like, hey, so I'm looking at her and she's like, hey, look, it's good. It's okay. I'm almost done. So I didn't get into the chair till about 12:15. And so when I finally sat down, I felt a little relief because I was like, okay, I'm still, pushing for time, but I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. And in the back of my head, it's just like with your dreams. It's just like with your goals. You're like, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. And I'm telling myself that. But it's not enough in this moment, right? I need some more security. I need something to show me in this moment that I'm not going to be late, that I don't have to sit here and stress and worry. So she starts doing my makeup. We're talking. And in the back of my head, I'm still very, very aware of the time, and I'm having a conversation with her. And when it was all said and done, I was like, we got to go. Like, she keeps asking me for check-ins. She's like, what time do you got to be there? What time you got to be there? I'm like, 1. It's like 12:30, 12:45. By the time we were walking out the door, it was 1 o'clock. And I told Terry, I said, I am supposed to be there now. Like, I'm supposed to be there right now. Right now, I'm here. I'm supposed to be there. And then he's like, it's okay. It's okay. And in the back of my head, I'm like, timing. And this isn't to say, ignore time. Show up whenever you want. No, but keep the story. Okay. So then, in my mind, I was like, I wanted to have a graduation bottle. So I'm like, we need to go pick up the bottle so I could take a shot before I walk across the stage. And also so that afterwards, we could party, we could vibe. Because my family was in town. Like, I'm trying to celebrate. So he was like, okay, no problem. We stopped to get the bottle, and he stopped. I'm like, walk faster. He's walking in the store. He's just like, I'm like, come on, let's go. And remember, keep it aligned. That's like a lot of times, that's the way we are in life. We're experiencing these different things, and we have our goals in mind, and we're willing to give up or bypass some of the other things that we want in life just for the thought or the idea of getting where we want to faster. Because I was going to be like, forget the bottle, let's go. But that's something we said we were already going to do. So we get the bottle, and then we head to the house, and like the kids are going crazy. My mom is like, she's doing her best, she's taking care of them, but I'm like, what is Legend doing? What is this? Everybody, come on, let's get in the car, let's go, we gotta go. And like, I'm freaking out. So then it was probably about 1:15 or so, and then it's like, it said we were gonna get to where we had to go at like 1:45, and I'm like, I'm already 45 minutes late to my own graduation. 2 o'clock is when the procession starts. That's when they're gonna start walking, and they're singing that little song. I was like, and the people are walking in. The graduates are walking in. They're like, hey, getting their Miss America on. So I was like, okay, I wanted to be a part of that process, right? And so we're in the car, I'm like, I don't feel like taking my shot anymore. I'm trying to make sure my makeup still looks good. I'm trying not to let the excitement and the anxiety of the moment like consume how I'm feeling, because at the end of the day, like, this is still graduation day. And I already knew because I read on our little commencement email that like if you were late, worst case scenario, if you were late, then you would go at the end. So they'll do the people with the doctoral degrees first. I got a master, so then they'll do the master degrees, everyone in the program, and then after that, because they're gonna do those people in alphabetical order, and if you were late, they would just call you at the end. So really, you don't have anything to worry about other than you just wouldn't be in alphabetical order. And so I'm keeping that in my mind. I'm like, worst case scenario, I'll be at the end. Worst case scenario, I'll be at the end. And we're getting closer. And literally the time is like, okay, 145, then it's like 150, 155. And I'm like sweating at this point. Like I'm literally like sweating my pits off. Like I'm like, this is bad. So my sister and my dad, they came from out of town and even they made it there before me. So everything is just weighing on me the whole moment. And in that, because of the journey and everything that was happening and me being so focused on the destination, I didn't really take a second to embrace the moment because everything that happened was literally out of my control at this point. Like I couldn't help that the lady was going to be late. Couldn't help that we got in traffic. Like there was different things that started to happen and I couldn't control those things. And along that journey, right, I wasn't this calm about it now. Like I was really like freaking out inside. I'm like, oh my God, I just want to get there. Like if I could just like teleport, I would. I most certainly would in this moment. And then also in my head, I have all these other things going on. I'm like, you know, if I have to walk in late, then people are going to be judging me. And I got all this stuff going on in my head instead of just focusing on the moment. Like, hey, this is the destination and I'm going to get there. And there are going to be things that happen, challenges that happen along the way. But as long as I stay grounded, I know that I'm going to get there. That wasn't my spirit. So I finally get there and I get out the car and literally as we're parking the car, I can hear the commencement song, the song that was talking about the dun, 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 you know, everybody walking in. I'm like, I'm supposed to be walking right now. And I'm just freaking out because I'm like, how am I going to do this? I'm also like, I feel like I'm socially awkward. I don't, other people, like, I've never been told that. Other people probably don't feel it, but I do. So, like, any social settings where, like, I don't feel like I can just, like, blend in, then it makes me kind of feel, like, uncomfortable or awkward. Because if you're walking in with everyone, everyone's looking at everyone. But you know, if you're walking in by yourself, you're looking at me, and I'm just like, walk straight, walk straight. You know, I'm wearing heels. I'm like, don't mess up, don't mess up. Okay. So all this stuff is going on in my head. So I finally get to where I'm supposed to go. And the whole time, like, I had to walk like half a mile in hills just to get to the right part because I entered through the wrong part. But when I got there, the lady, uh, she was like, okay, let me fix your hair. She's like, let me fix your hood. Like, she was really sweet. Like, she was like, okay, girl, come on, it's okay. She's like, hey, you're here now. You're here. Ring it in. It's okay. It's fine. Like, you're late. Okay, you've been late. You're about an hour late. Like, it's cool. Don't get all crazy now. You're good. And she was like, breathe. And then she's just like adjusting my clothes and fixing my hood and stuff and my hair. She's like, hold on, fix your hair, fix your hair. She's like, you're gonna walk out there and you're gonna be fine. That's it. It's good. So she helped bring in my energy. Thank God for her. She was like a guardian angel that was just like, hey, hey, calm down. And sometimes we have to have those reminders in life. We don't always have those people to help us and do that in life, but sometimes we do need those reminders to like bring it in. And so I'm approaching the end of the story. If you made it this far, thank you. But so next I get onto the floor and then I want to say like 3 or 4 other people. There was one person in front of me and I think 2 or 3 people behind me who were also late. And they were telling us where our seating is. And the other lady, next lady, it's like a guardian angel or like, you know, guardian people who were just helping me through this whole process. They were so nice. And she was like, let me fix your hair. Let me fix your hood. Because I guess I looked really like disheveled. And she's like, breathe. She's like, calm down. And she looked at my seating. She's like, okay, what's your name? She's like, oh my God, y'all, this is what I mean by perfect timing, right? So we're all sitting in a row. And my seat was on row, I can't remember what row, but it was like number 336. And oh, it was like row 14 or something. And I was the very last seat. And she was like, listen, she's like, all you have to do is walk in. She was like, when you see row 14, that seat that's right there, it's going to be open. That's yours. Sit down. That's yours. It's that easy. And I was like, okay, because again, back to the me feeling socially awkward. I'm like, I don't want to have to walk people and be like, excuse me, excuse me, oh sorry, excuse me. I don't want to have to do all that. And that was part of the anxiety and everything that I was feeling. And in that moment, everything just went like whoosh, just like that. And then now all I have to do at this point is walk to my seat without falling. Don't trip, don't fall in front of all these people. That was the only thing. And I'm just walking, I'm just doing my little strut, and I'm just like, walking. Row 14, boom, sat down. And as soon as I sat down, they're like, welcome, graduates. And I'm like, perfect timing. And then the first speaker starts, talking. They're like, you guys made it. And I'm just like, right on time. Right on time. Like, and then probably about a minute later, they started calling everyone's name. So let's bring it in for a second, right? So with all that being said, everything that happened before that, everything, all the small little details that even if I look back in hindsight, I'm like, oh, I should have done this. Oh, I should have corrected this to make the process easier. Yes, they could have been done, but I still arrived, right? And when I arrived and when I got there was nobody that had like any bad energy. Like, I'm pretty sure people in the crowds, other than my family, they're worried about the people they know. You know what I'm saying? So nobody is really paying as much attention as we think they are, right? And so what I mean by that is when you're going through your journey in life and you're so focused on your destination, and you're focused on how it looks and how you can do this and how you can do that, we don't factor in the details of, traffic, or the details of the makeup artist running behind, right? We don't factor in all the other details that are still going to put us in position to be exactly where we need to be in the moment that we needed to be there. My makeup looked beautiful. I had a good time. After that, we went out to eat. Like, it was a great day. But sometimes in life, when we have these goals and these expectations and we're like, I need this at this time, I need this at this time, and this is at this time, and when it doesn't happen, we make ourselves operate with so much more stress and with so much more chaos than if we just accepted the day. Because in hindsight, if I would have just embraced the fact that no matter what happens, I was going to walk across that stage, that wasn't going to be a problem, because over 500 people were graduating, right? So I had 500 names to go through to get to the point to where I'm like, okay, they called that person's name. This is done. Now I'm at the end. I'm number 501. So I had the time. I wasn't going to miss the complete ceremony. It's just that there were steps that I maybe should have been present for, but because of circumstances, I wasn't. But it was okay. And it turned out to be a great day. And overall, at the end of the day, whether you walk through commencement or not, I got a degree. I got a master's degree now. So that was just a really long way of me saying to pay attention to things that are happening in life. And of course, try to be as organized as you can, but don't count yourself out of moments and count yourself out of opportunities and bring on extra stress to yourself when you know you're going to be at your final, I don't want to say final destination, you're going to be at your end result. You're going to be there. You're going to get there. And the journey about it is just cool, because think about that story that I just told you. What if my graduation day wasn't like that? And I was just like, I woke up, I got my makeup done, and I walked across the stage. That's fun. But it's a little bit more eventful of a story. It feels more exciting to tell, when I tell the story to like my kids or to other people, like, it's fun. It excites me. It's not just like, yeah, got my makeup done, and then after that I had like an hour, and then I ate some pizza, and then I walked. It's the journey. So embrace and love your journey. And as always, take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. And I'll see you in the next video.